Hi everybody, hope you're all doing okay. Another update. As you can see, I've finished that command pack of Perry metals. Obviously ACW stuff, this is Union command. Quite happy with how they come out. Yeah, blues worked out. I got the mix from this Painting War magazine. It's like, well, it's like a cross between a magazine and a book, basically. Periodical, sort of, well, a regular sort of schedule of publishing. They do, I think there's been about eight or 10 volumes out now. And I happen to have picked up the ACW one. I think it must have been a couple of years ago when I was thinking about getting into ACW and drifted away from it. The other one I have got of theirs is the Dark Age one. Yeah, so that's Painting War. I think they had 2 come out last year. They seem to be like sort of biannual sort of things, I think. Last year there was, well, I believe it was last year. You know, fast time flies. It could have been 2019, I don't know. But most recent ones to come out were one based on the Crusades, Holy War, and they did an Old West one, both of which I would like to get hold of. They're a bit, I suppose they're a bit pricey, 16 quid, although, you know, painting guides normally are around about that, I suppose, and they are good. They're a bit arty. I mean, they, you know, go into, you know, sort of dotting the pupils and stuff like that, you know, colouring the irises, which, you know, who the hell does that, really? But they are good books. They're good, and I followed this sort of painting recipe for the blues, the jackets and the trousers, and they slightly faffy, you know, a lot, about 4 colours to mix to get the blue coats, but it does come out as a, you know, nice colour. I think it's 3 or 4 for the trousers, but it does work out well. So yeah, so that's Painting War. Yeah, happy with these. The flags, lovely flags. These are from Maverick Models. They're material flags, which I prefer the look of to paper. Also more durable, and they look like flags, as in the material. Had a slight mishap here though, look, just there. I was painting I'd forgotten I hadn't done the metallics after I put the flags on. So I was starting to do the bits on the guns and that kind of thing. And a splodge of paint dropped off my paintbrush and it hit there. And I thought that was near miss. I only just noticed yesterday that the actual paint had splodged across the top of the flag. So I managed to scrape it off, most of it. I think I'll just have to sort of paint in that, I think. Don't know if I can get the rest off or not. Yeah, so slight mishap there. But yeah, lovely flags. These are just generic Union flags, rather than, like, you know, named regiments or numbered regiments. Because this command unit, I don't actually know what regiment I'm going to use them for. I'm basing it all on first Bull Run, but yeah, I just basically picked these figures out just to paint some ACW stuff, really. I'm going to fill this group out with Perry plastics, but I've got a bit of an issue, a problem there, in that I always put plastics on washers, and I'm doing all these on 20mm. And 20mm washers have all got, I think it's about 8mm hole in the middle. And Perry bases, the figures on their bases, sorry, the bases on their figures, you know, the integral bases you get are quite small, so they pretty much just drop through that hole, so I need some washers with a smaller hole. I did order some, I think called M4, so the 20mm washers, and the M4 refers to the width of the hole in the middle. 4mm that would be. I ordered 200 off a company from eBay, and this was over 2 weeks ago, and they got like 48-hour Royal Mail tracking. Never turned up. I checked the tracking number, and there was no sort of record of it being anywhere. And so I asked them about it, the company, and they've come to the conclusion it just got lost in the post. Another thing got lost in the post now. It's been happening to me a few times now. But they refunded the money, but they're out of stock of those washers now, so I'm going to have to wait for them to get some back in. So yeah, I was planning to put the plastics together to fill this out, but at the moment I can't. I was also planning to do a few Zouaves. Again, plastic box set, and I need the washers first. And on that subject, I've ordered some figures from Steve Barber models, a unit of Irish Brigade, see what they're like, because I've never had any Steve Barber stuff, but they do loads of separate heads. So I ordered a load of, 2 packs of straw boater heads, which I'm going to put on the plastic Zouaves, and that will make tiger Zouaves. And I also ordered 2 packs of Havelock heads, which I'm going to probably put on some of the Zouaves, because there's a regiment, the 13th New York Fire Zouaves. A lot of them will have locks. They did actually generally wear, they were more in shirt sleeves than anything, to be honest. So the Perry Zouaves, plastic Zouaves, probably not entirely accurate, but I'll probably use them anyway. But anyway, the Havelock heads, I'll try and put them on some of the standard sort of Perry plastics, see if I can get them on those. I don't know how that worked, because a lot of them have got like blanket rolls moulded across them, and that they go across the shoulders and stuff. So I don't know if it's easy to get the heads off and then fit something with a Havelock on there or not. But I'll just have to have a look at them when I get them. So yeah, that's what I've got coming from Steve Barber. I did mention I ordered some first core stuff, which is these. As you can see, a bit of a size difference. Height wise, they're something like each other, but first core a lot chunkier than the Perry, bigger heads and everything, as you can see. But yeah, nice looking figures though. I'll just move these out of the way. Oh no, before I do, I was going to say about the flags. Maverick models. I'm even more impressed with them than ever actually now. I got in touch with the bloke Stuart Wilson, because I was looking for some flags for some regiments from Bull Run, and he didn't have any on his site. So I said, is there any chance you might design these in the sort of near future at some point? I picked out about five sort of regiments I wanted. One of them was the Fire Zouaves, who I just mentioned. Another was US Marines. I think another one was the 1st or 2nd Rhode Island. So I asked him about that, and like within 2 days he'd done them all and they were ready to order. So highly impressed. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Maverick models. I think their flags are brilliant, and good service like that as well. Seems to be, I imagine, if there's anything he hasn't got that you're after, he'll make an effort to try and produce them. So definitely check out Maverick models for flags. So that's those done. And yeah, these ones here are first core. These are 79th New York Highlanders. This is basically the command with a normal trooper in there. The command's all got kilts on, and the regular troopers all got trousers. So I'm going to paint the trousers. Hang on a minute. I'm going to do some of them in the standard Union Blue trousers and some in tartan. Yeah, nice figures though, first corps. I did buy a few sort of sample packs a couple of years ago when I was thinking about doing ACW. And I bought just like a few command packs to see what they were like. And I was impressed with them then. Oh, well done, tipped them all over. But yeah, nice sculpts, as you can see. Let's say just, you know, a bit bigger than Perry metals. Not too much of an issue if you know, once they're on the table, I suppose. But I don't think I'd mix them in the same units. In fact, that gives you an idea, doesn't it? You know, like I say, the heights are looking fairly similar, heightish, but the first corps are, as you can see, a lot chunkier. Heads are bigger and everything. But both ranges, you know, good. First corps got quite a few sets of interested in. They've got some of them in charcoals and overcoats. In fact, they look very much like the US Marines did, which I'm going to use them as. They got these sets in greatcoats and charcoals, and they got epaulettes on the shoulders. Looks very much like the dress uniform of the Marines from 1861, but then they changed the uniform, I believe, to a more kind of kepis and frock coats, and obviously the white trousers and white belts and stuff. But I quite like the look of the charcoal ones. I think just for the fact they look, you know, something different. So I'll be getting some of them hopefully, and some of the Iron Brigade as well, because they look good. Yeah, but yeah, these are really nice. Impressed with them, and they're cheap. I mean, they do sort of regiment packs of 24 for 22 quid. I mean, you could say 25 quid once you got postage, but that's, you know, pretty good going. So hopefully I'll be buying a few more of those, you know, when I've got cash to spare. So that's those. Yeah, the regular troops in that 79th are a mixture of, they're all in trousers, but you got some with kepis and some with Glengarry caps. So it's a, you know, nice mix of stuff, really. And you get some obviously different faces, like the Glengarry cap there with no facial hair. So that's those. Back onto French-Indian War. As you may remember, I got a gift from Cat Roger, Paul. And these are Redoubt Highlanders. And the weather has actually changed. Well, I don't know what you like everywhere else in the country, but down in Cornwall it's basically just wet. So temperature's alright for spray undercoating, so I did a bit of that today. I quickly did, well, I did those first corps ones you've just seen, and some of these front ranks, so I can actually get on with a bit of painting. Yeah, nice. Once you get a bit of undercoat on them, you can see the detail a lot better. So I think, yeah, they got a drummer as well, drummer and a piper. So I'll hopefully be getting onto those soon. Nice. Speaking of gifts, got another one, which was nice. because I often see people on YouTube getting stuff sent from other viewers on a regular basis, but now I've had a couple in within the space of a month. There's a chap called, well, his channel's called McNab. His name's Andy, and I did actually wonder, was he the SAS hero and author Andy McNab? But he's not, because his second real name isn't McNab. But he's doing a bit of French Indian War. He does all sorts. He does his last video is doing a bit of everything, 15mm French Indian War, and some Anglo-Zulu War stuff. But he sent me basically these bag of 20, there's command, AW miniatures, which I love. British line. Said he wasn't going to use them. Said he actually wasn't very keen on the look of the sculpts. I don't know, I mean, I love them. They're some of their earlier stuff, I suppose, and they got better as they've gone along, but I really like them. And he said he wasn't going to be using them, so he sent me them, which is very nice of him. He says he's been watching my French Indian War stuff, and it's kind of spurring him on to do his. But yeah, I love them. So that's another, like for Land of the Free, a medium element in Land of the Free. I've chosen to be 20 figures, so that's 20 figures there, which is a regiment sorted out. I think they're going to be the 47th. I'll probably paint them as. So that was nice of him. Andy well, yeah, I suppose his channel name is Andy McNab. Channel name's McNab, so I'll leave a link there if you want to have a look, see what he's doing. He's not been very prolific, I've got to say. I've been watching his stuff for a year or two, but he went about 6 or 7 months with nothing. Hopefully he's going to start posting more regularly. As you can see on there, Uniforms, American Civil War. There's one of the Blandford books. I just got that last week. Got quite a few Blandford ones. Never really thought to look for an ACW one because I've got loads of ACW books, like uniform stuff. But I do like these, so it was actually Cat Roger who put me onto it. So yeah, managed to get all that on eBay. It cost about £8, but not too bad. And yeah, French Indian War, I've now finished the French, Canadian French militia. And here they are. If I can fit them all in, it'd be a bit of a struggle actually. Yeah, unit of 20. I'll just put them on these bases for now. Try not to drop these. All Galloping Major, these ones. Struggling to pick this last one up. There we go, just about. We'll have to twizzle it round a bit so you can see them all. All done. So that's yeah, 20 for the Battle of the Plains of Abraham. These are going to be Quebec, Montreal, Quebec militia in the army list for the Battle of Plains of Abraham on the Land of the Free. In the Land of the Free book, there's 4 units of Canadian militia, but of 3 different types. There's Quebec, Montreal, and Trois-Rivières. And I was wondering if there's if there was much difference between them. The only distinction really was that Quebec favoured red hats, red sashes. Montreal favoured blue, and Trois-Rivières favoured white. But that's not to say that they would have all worn red, white or blue hats and sashes. But I've chosen to do that focus. Yeah, I've chosen to do that though. So they're all going to, any Quebec ones will all have reds. Montreal's all have blue, and Trois-Rivières all have white. Just distinguishes them all on the table really. And it's gives them a bit of uniformity where they're not actually uniform. So yeah, quite like the way they've come out. Like I say, Galloping Major, as you all know, I'm a big fan of their stuff, love them. Need to get, I thought I'd got everything I needed for Plains of Abraham, but it turns out I still need 2 more lots of 20s of Militia. I've been looking at their well, I've actually got some of their keep forgetting how to pronounce it, the Marine Francais I think it's called. They're basically like French Marines who raised in North America, and they actually look very similar in dress to the Militia, because I suppose they just wore outpost clothing and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking of using some of them as Canadian Militia just for a bit of variety in figures, because I'm going to be having 4 lots of these. I mean, there are still, some of these there are still some different poses because I've still got some I haven't used. But I thought if I get the Marine Francais, it'll be even a bit more variety. They've got a mix of stuff, like they've got them in, like I say, outpost clothing and these kind of outfits here. I think they're called toques and vests and stuff like that. And they've also got them with tricorns and stuff, so I think I'll just avoid the ones with tricorns and get the ones who've got like woolen headgear or whatever. Yeah, so that'll make up at least one of my units of Canadian Militia. But yeah, nice, love them. Nice bit of variety in there as well. Didn't really take, well, everything takes me a long while to paint, but it didn't take me as long as I thought they might do because of them being non-uniform. Yeah, I used, as you can tell when you look at it, I haven't used that many different colours, but it just looks like I have. Gone for sort of natural looking colours basically, a few blues in there. But yeah, so that's it. Think I've had a few more subscribers. Just pick ones up now and again, which is nice. Trying to watch everyone's videos, very hard to keep up. I think I've said before, you get 20 odd notifications every day. I think a lot of people are having more time at home, I suppose, and they put more videos out, so it's getting harder to keep up with them and commenting on everything. But I'm watching as many as I can. I try to make a point of watching all the who I call my regulars, the ones I watch most of the time. I like to keep up with everybody's stuff. But yeah, it's nice to see content from people. Hope we all keep it up. But basically, yeah, as usual, thanks to everybody commenting, watching and subscribing. Keep all doing what you're doing and keep well and safe. Take care and see you soon. Bye.